Today we're in Kingsland, Georgia, where we're going to be looking at a thinning. Thinning would be removing the trees that are smaller, that are diseased, that are forked, that have defect, so that they're no longer taking resources from the good trees that we're going to want to send to market. So when we look at our stands, there are several things that we look for to kind of point us in the direction of wanting to thin that stand. So we know that any given acre of land can only grow a certain amount of fiber. And we want to come in before the stand gets to that point, remove the defect trees and allow the crop trees to grow. We give them more room. When we come in and thin, we'll actually take what we call a take row, which is an entire row of trees in that stand. And at this thinning, what they're going to do is they're going to go in and remove the trees that are less likely to become saw timber, which are the trees that are going to be solid wood products. Fortunately, in this part of Georgia and in northeast Florida, we have a really good pulpwood market. So although a tree may be small and it may not meet the size specs for, let's say, chip and saw, it will still bring pulpwood because what may not be the most high quality tree still has a lot of value. And that is what allows those trees that remain, the crop trees, to grow and expand and become the solid wood product trees that we want when we clear cut that stand. So once the stand is thinned, we'll oftentimes come in and fertilize to allow those trees that we left, we'll give them more resources to grow and really start to put on diameter. So in a forest, if we do not thin, depending on what we planted that stand at initially, what we've often noticed, and it's been proven through science, that stand will reach its carrying capacity, which basically is saying that we cannot grow any more wood on this acre of land. And so something that's very common is what we call self-thinning. And the trees that are less dominant or suppressed will actually start to die. We know that we've grown a really good stand up to this point, and we've put a lot of effort into it. And if the stand is a stand that is good enough to thin, then we know we've done our job as land managers, as timber marketers. We've got a little bit more work to put into that stand to get it where we ultimately want it to be. This is what makes our job really enjoyable.